If you pronounce sheet wrong, you are literally swearing at people.
Today we fix the ship versus sheep mistake so you never get embarrassed again.
In this video, we are going to save you from a very embarrassing mistake, confusing the sounds in sheep and ship.
If you get this wrong, you might be saying a bad word without knowing it.
We aren't just doing theory today. By the end of this episode, your mouth muscles will know the difference between the tension in E, the long sound, and the relaxed I, the short sound.
Here is the plan. First, the smile trick. Second, the bad word safety check. And finally, 5 minutes of looped repetition to lock it in.
Let's clean up your pronunciation. Welcome to Pocket English.
This is a huge problem for me, Anna. I know I need to say sheep when talking about the animal, but when I'm speaking quickly, it always comes out sounding like ship.
That's because the English short I sound, like in ship or sit, doesn't exist in many languages. Learners often default to the long E sound, which is easier, but completely changes the meaning of the word. They think of the difference as just being the length of the sound, but it's actually about the shape of your mouth. That's the core problem we're fixing today.
So it's not just a matter of holding the sound longer.
Exactly. It's a fundamental difference in muscle engagement. Think of it this way. The long E sound is a tense vowel. You're stretching your mouth. The short I sound is a relaxed vowel. You are letting your jaw drop and your lips relax. If you can master the feeling, you'll master the sound.
That makes sense. I often feel like I'm tightening everything when I try to speak English clearly.
Let's look at the anatomy secret, the jaw drop. For the long sound E, your jaw should be relatively high and tight. The sound is made by pulling the corners of your mouth wide, like you're giving a big, fake smile. Try it with me. Pull your lips wide and say E.
E. I feel the tension right here at the corners of my mouth.
Good. Now, for the short sound I, you need to do the opposite. Let your jaw drop slightly and relax your lips. The sound should feel like it comes from the back of your throat, and your mouth should be barely open. It's a very lazy sound. Say I.
Wow, my lips didn't move at all for that one.
That's the key. Let's try the smile trick with the long vowels. This tension helps us achieve the high, pure sound. Repeat after me, focusing on keeping that smile tension. Sheep, feel, meal, leave. Notice how your tongue is high and forward in your mouth. Let's do those again. Sheep, feel, meal, leave.
Sheep, feel, meal, leave. I can feel the long stretch. It's almost tiring to hold that tension, which tells me I'm doing the sound correctly.
Perfect. Now let's switch to the relaxed vowels. This is where we need to loosen up. Imagine you just got hit by a feather and your jaw is just hanging. We want that lazy, quick sound. Repeat after me. Ship, fill, mill, live. Your jaw should be slightly dropped and there should be no lip tension whatsoever. Do it again. Ship, fill, mill, live.
Ship, fill, mill, live. That feels much more relaxed. The difference is really noticeable in my jaw, not just my ears.
That's what we want. Now we are ready for the danger zone. This is the section everyone is watching for. The high-stakes pairs where a tiny mistake causes a giant problem. The most famous one is confusing sheet and shit.
I've heard horror stories about that. Ordering bed sheets in a hotel and, well, getting it wrong.
The goal is absolute clarity here. When you talk about the piece of fabric, you need the long, tense vowel, sheet. Pull that smile wide. Say, sheet.
Sheet.
Excellent. Now, the common mistake is letting your jaw drop too early and relaxing the sound, which gives you the short, vulgar word. Always remember the smile for sheet. Another one is confusing the seaside beach with the derogatory term, bitch. Again, tense smile for beach, relaxed jaw for the short sound. Repeat these two pairs, focusing purely on the lip tension. Sheet, beach.
Sheet.
Fantastic. You nailed the tension. Remember, if you are discussing fabric, the ocean, or anything pleasant, use the smile. That's your pronunciation safety mechanism.
I think that's the most actionable advice I've ever heard about this sound. The smile equals safety.
Exactly. Now let's move into our dedicated minimal pair drill. This is where we build the muscle memory. We are going to switch rapidly between the tense long sound and the relaxed short sound. I will say the pair and you repeat both words, focusing on the muscle switch. Ready?
Ready.
Ship, sheep.
Ship, sheep.
Fit, feet.
Fit, feet.
Live, leave.
Live, leave.
Grin, green.
Grin, green.
Sit, seat.
Sit, seat.
Chip, cheap.
Chip, cheap.
Notice how every time you switch from the short sound to the long sound, you have to activate those smile muscles. If you can feel the muscle switch, you are successful, even if the sound isn't perfect yet. Now, let's try the opposite switch, which is often harder.
Okay, from the smile back to the lazy jaw.
Green, grin. Excellent effort, Mark. This is tiring, but that muscle fatigue is proof that you're doing it right. If you are watching and finding this challenging, you are right on track. Make sure you subscribe to Pocket English. We upload short, focused lessons like this every week to help you drill these tough spots until they become automatic. Hitting that subscribe button is your simple commitment to making English your easy, daily win.
Subscription is the easy part. These drills are the hard part, but they work.
Now we move to contextual practice. It's one thing to say the words in isolation, but they get swallowed up in sentences. We are going to practice short phrases where the sounds are right next to each other. Repeat the entire phrase after me, maintaining the integrity of both vowels. Ship the sheep.
Ship the sheep.
He fits my feet.
He fits my feet.
Did you live to leave?
Did you live to leave?
A little chip of cheap plastic.
A little chip of cheap plastic.
The mill filled the field.
The mill filled the field.
Notice how quickly the transition has to happen. Your brain shouldn't have time to think. It has to be muscle memory. Let's focus on that final example. The mill filled the field. The short I in mill and filled must be relaxed, while the long E in field must use the smile. Let's do that one 3 times quickly. The mill filled the field. The mill filled the field. The mill filled the field. Brilliant! That is real-world pronunciation speed. The key is never to rush the sound. Just rush the transition between the 2 jaw positions. If you rush the sound itself, both words will sound like ship.
So focus on clean breaks between the sounds, not overall speed.
Exactly. Now for our final practice loop. This is the sustained repetition that truly locks in the muscle memory. We are going to cycle through the 5 most important pairs, and we will repeat each pair 5 times. You must exaggerate the smile and the drop.
Let's do it.
Ship, sheep.
Ship, sheep. Ship, sheep. Ship, sheep. Ship, sheep. Ship, sheep.
Fit, feet.
Fit, feet. Fit, feet. Fit, feet. Fit, feet. Fit, feet.
Live, leave.
Live, leave. Live, leave. Live, leave. Live, leave. Live, leave.
Sit, seat.
Sit, seat. Sit, seat. Sit, seat. Sit, seat.
Fill, feel.
Fill, feel. Fill, feel. Fill, feel. Fill, feel.
Amazing work, Mark. That final loop really solidifies the physical feeling of these 2 tricky vowels. Remember what we covered. The long E is the tense vowel, requiring the smile and lip stretch. This is your safe zone for words like sheet and beach. The short I is the relaxed vowel, where you let your jaw drop slightly and your lips remain neutral.
The difference between ship and sheep is the difference between my jaw being relaxed and my lips being wide. It's that simple.
It really is that simple once you treat it like a physical exercise, not just a listening exercise. If you want more high-impact, short drills like this to prevent everyday mistakes, make sure you hit the like button on this video. Liking the video tells the algorithm you want more focused pronunciation help in your daily feed.
Keep drilling this. You nailed the long sound. Now keep the relaxed short sound clean.
You now have the muscle memory and the safety check to speak clearly and avoid any embarrassing mistakes. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next Pocket English lesson.